Hey guys, Thogden here, welcome back to a new video. Now today, we're going to be grading every single Premier League club on their transfer window over the summer. Are you looking forward to it, Dad?
I can't wait. It's great to be back in Burnley, and I tell you what, there's been some good signings, haven't there, Theo?
Yeah, there have been some special ones, and you know, it's made the job easier in grading a few of them. But what is the like target today, Dad?
Oh, I tell you what, 13,000.
13,000?
Yeah, why not?
Let's do it, lads. If you could smash that, it would be really appreciated. We've got loads of Premier League content coming, so subscribe to the Thogden YouTube channel and get notifications on so you never, ever miss a vid.
Do what he says. Shall we start with Arsenal, Theo?
Yeah, let's do it.
And I tell you what, Aubameyang has signed another contract. That's a brilliant piece of business, isn't it?
Yeah, that was yesterday, and you know, he's probably one of the best strikers in the Premier League right now, up there with Vardy and some others. But yeah, no, great signing. They needed that. They really did, didn't they?
Absolutely, and Gabriel in central defence, the young Brazilian international, got a debut goal, didn't he?
Oh, he's brilliant. I think if he can continue to grow and get better, he could be the Arsenal centre-back there for, what, 10, 15 years to come, be a legend. But he looks a good player so far. Goal on his debut, can't complain.
Another man to mention, Will.i.am. What a debut. And I tell you what, great piece of business. He's there for 3 years.
Not one, not two, but 3 assists on his debut. I'm not complaining. You're not complaining. The Arsenal fans are definitely not complaining.
So, and in the other direction, Emiliano Martinez for 20 million. Is that a good piece of business there?
Yeah, it's difficult to see him go, but they do have Leno. They did spend pretty big on him, so I understand it. Only thing Arsenal didn't do is sign Our or Party. I would have given Arsenal an A if they did, but they haven't yet, so B+ for me. What about you, Dad?
I tell you what, I'm giving them a B overall.
Ooh, okay.
I think there's some good business there, but not enough to get into the top 4. Aston Villa now, and they struggled for goals last season, so they brought in Ollie Watkins, 28 million from Brentford.
Now, there are questions over him since he hasn't had a Premier League app yet, but you know what? The way he's bagging in the Championship, it could be a very good signing, couldn't it?
Absolutely. And Emiliano Martinez, we've just mentioned, he's a good keeper, isn't he, Theo?
Oh yeah, he's brilliant, and Aston Villa needed a goalkeeper like that. He knows how to win trophies. I don't know if Villa will be winning a trophy very soon, but who knows? Nyland in my FPL won't be playing, which is a shame, but a new contract on Jack Grealish. I mean, that is a very good sign for Villa. He obviously has done that after signing Matty Cash for 16 million, who's a very good right back in the Championship. I think he'll make the Premier League step up. And you know what? They got rid of Deadwood. I'm giving Villa an A here.
Oh, that's a good shout. Now, I'm giving Villa a B.
Oh,
I think they've done enough to stay up, and that's the key. Brighton and Hove Albion. Now, this is a team who could struggle this season. Have they done enough there? Now, they brought in Adam Lallana, haven't they, from Liverpool?
Yeah, you say that, Dad, but we watched the Chelsea game live, and they look good. They've got a good system there. They just lack some squad depth. They need to make some more signings. The transfer window isn't done for something like until October, so they need to get some more wing-backs in. And they have lost Aaron Moy as well to China for like 4.5 million. That was a bit of an odd one, wasn't it?
I was surprised by that. A Knockout went out for 11 million.
He's not great, though.
Yeah, I think that's a good piece of business.
But not only that, Dad, they did lose Montoya, and they don't really have a backup right wing-back for Lamptey. Dan Burn at right wing-back is out of position.
That's a good point. I don't think Brighton have done enough. It's not been a bad transfer window. C.
You've given them a C. They did sign Lallana, but he just got injured, so a bit unfortunate. You know what? I'm going to have to give Brighton a D here. I'm sorry.
Burnley now, and here we are in Burnley, and this is a team with the 3rd least expensive squad in the league. They've not done anything, have they?
They've done nothing. They got rid of a bit of Deadwood, like selling Aaron Lennon to some club in Turkey, but apart from that, there's literally no business. I don't know what to say here. I mean, I can understand what he's doing. He's keeping the core of the squad, so they get closer, and if they survive, they've got the best checkbook in the league, because they don't have many players on big wages. So I'm going to have to give Burnley a D on their transfer window, but it could be clever.
Could be. Joe Hart's gone. I guess that saves a bit of wages.
Yeah, and drink water.
Yeah, and Jeff Kendrick.
Yeah. It's a shame they haven't held on to him. He's a good player.
Yeah, I think so.
Look at his debut at Newcastle. A great goal.
Theo, all I can do is agree with you.
Yeah.
D. And Chelsea now, they've disappointed me. They've not bought anyone, have they, Theo?
Yeah, bloody hell, they could have done more in that transfer window, eh?
I mean, where do we start? Kai Havertz, 72 million.
Yeah, unbelievable.
I mean, he's 21 years old. He's already bagged 74 goals. He's a
not
player,
for Chelsea, by the way.
Yeah.
You said it like it was Chelsea. Like, what? 74 on his debut? He didn't have a great debut, to be fair. But he's young, you know. There's a lot of pressure on him. When you've got an 80 mil price tag on you and you're not that old, it's difficult to handle the pressure on the first game in. But give Kai time. The signing, I think, will work from day one is Werner. He's already got a goal contribution. He scored on his friendly debut within 4 minutes, but obviously not yet in the Premier League. But for 53 million, one of the best strikers in the world.
Absolutely. We've seen him in the flesh, haven't we? And he's a guy
in the Bundesliga.
Yes,
and that is
in the
interesting.
Bundesliga. This is a guy who can score 15 to 20 goals in a season for Chelsea.
Yeah.
But will he settle there?
I think he will. I think he started off well, Dad. Like, we can't fault that. He's got the pace. He's been offside a few times, but I wouldn't blame him. I actually blame his teammates for not playing him the ball at the right time. But let's not ignore, Dad, Chilwell for 50 million.
Yes.
I know he's currently injured. Same as Ziyech for 40 million. Both injured right now. But when they get in, I think they'll be a very good side.
Yeah, Ziyech has been brilliant for Ajax. A goal every third game, an assist every third game.
Yeah.
He could make some headlines.
I think he'll bring automatic talent. But let's not also ignore the free transfers of the two centre-backs, Malang Sarr, who probably isn't good enough just yet, but will definitely improve, with the likes of Thiago Silva around him, who's just come in, and he can walk straight in when he's fit, right?
Yes. And Morata's gone in the other direction for 50 million. I know.
That's so good business.
Yeah.
And let's not forget, Timio Bakayoko's about to go for about 25, 30 million.
Yeah.
More money in the bank for Chelsea. They're really balancing the books and signing quality.
And I think Chelsea could have invested a bit more in the defence. So overall, A-.
A- for Chelsea this year.
Yeah.
I can't believe you've not given them anything else but an A star.
A-.
Dad, look at the business Chelsea have done. It's the best in the league.
Crystal Palace now, and last season they struggled for goals.
They
and
did.
They brought in Batshuayi, haven't they?
You can't fault with that. I mean, the 10 games he played for them, he scored 5 goals.
He did.
Best record a striker's had at Palace in a while. And not only that, let's not forget about 18 million for Eze.
Yes.
How many goal contributes? Something like 24 last year in the Championship. He's still young. He's going to be good this year, isn't he?
I think he's a great raw talent.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much he'll contribute this season, but give him time.
Yeah, he's young. He's a good signing for the future, and already they need him. And I think I predicted Palace to stay up. You predicted them to go down. In terms of their transfer window, Nathan Ferguson as well, I'm giving them a B.
Do you know what? I'm giving them a B-,
Okay.
because I don't think they've done enough to save themselves from relegation.
Ooh.
Everton now, and they've got the 7th most expensive squad in the league.
Wow.
Can they finish 7th there?
Yeah, easily, I reckon.
Yeah.
I mean, on the debut for their 3 new midfielders, it looks like a different team, doesn't it? It
Yes.
shows what a new midfield can do to the overall squad and how important that position is. Signing Allen for 25 million, Decore for 22, and what's best out of them, James Rodriguez from Real Madrid on a free.
Amazing what they've done. I just couldn't believe it when I read about James coming to Everton.
Special, isn't it?
The gaffer's done a great job, and all I can say is A.
Yeah, I agree with you, Dad. A, and it brings the best out of the players around them. Like Digne's going to look better. Calvert-Lewin's already bagging.
Yeah.
Richarlison's definitely going to bag a few this season. Everton are going to be a much better side than they have been in the last few years.
Fulham now, and they've brought in Anthony Robinson from
Yeah.
Wigan, an ex-Bolton player. Now, he's a good player, isn't he, Thea?
Yeah, I liked how Fulham paid an extra $1 million rather than what they needed to pay to actually save Wigan as a football club. So I respect that. That's the biggest donation anyone's done. So well done to Fulham for that. But overall, looking at their transfer window, can it keep them in the Premier League is the big question. I'm not too sure. We've both predicted Fulham to go down. Signing Knockout for 12 million. What do you think about that, Dave?
I don't think much of that. I'm sorry. It's quite simple with Fulham. They've not done enough to survive.
Yeah.
They're going down. They've not spent money.
Yeah.
It's blatantly obvious.
They spent money, but no big signings. Okay, Areola, you could see that as a big signing, but that's a goalkeeper. You had Rodak last year, who was brilliant. Like, now you're going to have a competition in that position.
Now, we saw what happened to Norwich last season. They didn't spend, they went down. Now, I know we've got COVID. I know it's a difficult time to shell out 50 million. But if you want to stay in the Premier League, you have to.
Yeah, I'm going to give them a C+. Quite a few signings, but no one real big name. What about you?
That's generous. D. Leeds United now, and I'll tell you who their best signing is. Marcelo Bielsa. As manager, they've kept him, and he's a legend, isn't he, Theo?
Well, he's always going to stay, Dad.
No,
the job was to keep them in the Premier League, and he's going to want to be there for the Premier League.
No, that man looks at his options every single year.
I don't know, Dad. I could never see him leaving, but Rodrigo for 30 million. That's obviously the biggest signing of their window. Ex-Bolton and Real Madrid, so 2 big clubs there. Good signing, isn't it?
That's a good signing, not a great one. As I said in the last video, he'll get you a goal every 4 or 5 games. He's not going to get 20 a season, ever.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Well, he's from Valencia, but he has played for the Real Madrid, so he knows the sort of calibre of players that he's been around. I think he'll be decent. Once he fits the Bielsa system, they like a left-footed winger and striker, don't they? All their forwards are left-footed, I realised.
Absolutely, and Helder Costa is staying, isn't he? He was on loan from Wolves, and now that's gone permanent.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. And obviously Robin Koch for something like 4 million. Saved a lot of money in that centre-back position instead of paying like 25 million for Ben White. Although if Ben White did sign, I mean, that is guaranteed quality. So it would have been an A for me if White did sign. Mesli is a very promising signing. B+, I reckon.
I'm giving Leeds a B. Leicester City now, and they've brought in Timothy Castagna, and he got a debut goal, didn't he, Thea?
Yeah, he did. Played right back. I don't know where Ricardo Pereira is going to fit in this team now. I don't even know if he's fit because they've got James Justin and Castagna playing fullback. They don't really have a backup left back now that Chilwell's gone, and Chilwell is a big miss, whether you like it or not. Overall, Castagna is a good signing. Did very well at Atalanta last year, but no business elsewhere really. So C+, I reckon.
Overall, they've not done anything to really move forward.
Yeah.
And for that reason, C.
I'm giving them C+.
Liverpool now the champions, and they bought Tsimikas, and that's about it.
That's literally it. They got rid of a bit of Deadwood, which you can mark them up a bit for.
Oh, wait. Dejan Lovren to Zenit, that's not Deadwood.
I don't know. There's a bit of Deadwood in there, I don't know. Lallana's already injured for Brighton, unbelievable. But yeah, there's not much to say about Liverpool. They're in talks for Thiago. I probably would have given them a B+ if Thiago signed, because that would really enhance their midfield after watching him for Bayern in the Champions League. But apart from that, I'm just going to give them a C. Not much to say.
Now, do you think Liverpool should have spent money, Theo?
Well, I actually agree with Klopp the way he's keeping the core of the squad. Just as long as he doesn't sell anyone that he doesn't want to let go, I think that's all you need. You know, they went 18 points winning the league last year. Why change it? I kind of get that. But players will not have the same mentality anymore. You know, they know they've won the league and they've got the goal they got. But would they do it again? I don't know.
Yeah, now they've still got the second most expensive squad in the league.
Yeah.
They're still an excellent football team, but not a lot of business, therefore a D. Manchester City now, and Lionel Messi did not come to City.
No, he didn't, and that's makes a big difference. But Nathan Ake did.
Yeah.
Left-footed, but not really Lionel Messi. It's not quite Koulibaly, and they're still in talks with that. If that happens, this transfer window is an A. Ferran Torres is a good signing, the Spanish winger. He's young, he's going to want to prove himself. And under Pep, I think he will.
Yes, but Leroy Sané's gone. I'm really sad about that, because he's a plur, isn't he?
It's a big loss. But you know what, Dad? I know the price tag is only 45 million. You could kind of mark them down for that. But if the lad wanted to go, you can't really fault that, can you? You can't make him stay. He won't want to play for you. If Lionel Messi signed, I would have had to create a new grade above an A star to give them that. But they didn't. So B.
Man City, not bad business, but not transformational. I'm giving them a C. Manchester United now. Jadon Sancho didn't come.
He hasn't come yet, though. That's the key, Dad. Sancho's still in talks. Dortmund United still in talks. So I don't know about that one. But overall, Man United won't be signing Reguilon. They won't be signing Bale. It looks like both are going to Tottenham. So you have to mark them down on that.
Now they're bringing in Donny van der Beek from Ajax. I'm hearing good things about this lad, Theo.
Yeah, it really boosts out their midfield. But it's not Sancho. It's not on that level. It's still pretty good. Dean Henderson, you know, keeping him, not loaning him back to Sheffield United. I think it's important to give De Gea a little bit of competition. Maybe the mistakes will be cut out when he has that.
And overall, Manchester United, C.
Yeah, it looks like they're getting some money selling Smalling to Roma, but I don't think he's happy at staying at United anyway. Overall, I'm giving them a B-, similar to your C.
Newcastle now, and can we say well done Mike Ashley, Theo? What do you reckon?
Yeah, I mean, they've clearly got some money for staying in the Premier League and finishing in a good position, and they've spent it well. Their scouts have done a great job as well. A great window. Callum Wilson for 22 million.
Yeah.
If he could recreate his goal scoring of like 2 years ago in the Premier League, then they've got a player, and he started off well with a goal. Jamal Lewis as well. He's good, isn't he?
And a couple of good free transfers. Jeff Hendrick, and of course Ryan Fraser, and he works so well with Callum Wilson, doesn't he, Theo?
Yeah, he does. If they can recreate their form of 2 years ago, best goal contribution link up in the top 5 leagues 2 years ago, fair play, you know.
Now I can see Callum Wilson getting 10 to 12 goals, a really good signing.
Yeah, Newcastle staying up, great window, A for me.
I tell you what, A-. Sheffield United, now a year ago we thought they'd be relegated. We were wrong. But have they done enough, Theo, in this transfer window?
Well, they played a tough Wolves team and they didn't look great, to be honest. No. And if you look at their transfer windows, they've only signed backups. Their whole lineup is pretty much the same as last year. Will it work? Maybe they should have signed some first team players. What do you think, Dad?
Well, Aaron Ramsdale, that's a sensible signing to replace Henderson.
That's the only one. But he looked a little bit shaky in the Wolves game. I know you watched that.
Yeah.
He made some great saves, but then he also let in a few that you thought Dean Henderson would have saved. That's the truth of it.
Yes, they brought in Max Lowe at left back and Jayden Bogle right back from Derby for $7 million.
They're not going to change the team.
Yeah, they're not. You see, I look at what they've done and I think it's the same tactic as last year.
I think what Chris Wilder's trying to do is stay in the division, and I think they will. I'm going to give them a B on their window, but obviously could have been improved if they got some more first team signings.
Yeah, and I'm going to give them a C. I don't think they've done enough. Southampton now, no problem up front with Che Adams and Danny Ings, so they've gone and strengthened at the back, haven't they, Theo?
Yeah, they have. I think they know where they're going to get the goals from. Hasenhüttl has kept the system, and he hasn't really changed much. They signed Salisu. He's young. He could potentially become very good. And Carl Walker-Peters on a permanent. That'll be all right, won't it, Dad?
Absolutely. And Højbjerg's gone in the other direction for 15 million. Is that good business or not?
I don't know. I still think their best midfielder in that team is James Ward-Prowse, so that's the main thing.
Fair enough, and I'm giving Southampton a C.
A C?
Yeah.
I'm giving it a C+.
Ooh. Tottenham Hotspur now, and if Gareth Bale comes, it'll be good for their team. Their golf team.
Ooh.
Højbjerg's come in. That's a good move, isn't it, Theo?
Lo Celso on a permanent, Matt Doherty for 16, and yeah, like you said, Højbjerg for another 16. Not bad business, but the real good business is today. Reguilon for 30, beat Man United to it, and I think Chelsea as well. They signed Chilwell in the end, but very good business. But the big one is, and I'd give them an A star if they end up getting Gareth Bale. The only way you can convince that man is putting in a clause, if you win in a final, you get a free day off to play golf. That is the way to do it, honestly. That's how they're going to bring trophies back to Spurs, isn't it?
Yeah, now I think Tottenham are 3 or 4 signings away from where Jose wants them to be.
Yeah.
And for that reason, I think there's more to come. I'm giving them a B.
I'm giving Tottenham an A. And that is off the basis that they signed Reguilon, which they have, and A-star if Bale signs, so there you go.
West Bromwich, Albion, and Dejan Garner's got all the headlines, hasn't he?
He has 12 million. You can question whether West Ham sold him was the right decision. Yeah, it's a great business for West Brom's side, though. And you know what? Matheus Pereira for 9 million. That is daylight robbery.
Brilliant. He got 20 assists last season in the Championship.
He did. And West Brom didn't get off to a great start against Leicester. But listen, it's a marathon, not a sprint. It's only one game in. There's definitely a lot to build and a lot to change over at West Brom, right?
Yes, but they've got the least valuable squad in the league.
They do.
They're going down.
Oof, that's harsh. I mean, I predicted them to go down too, but you know what? Slaven Bilic could get things going. And they could just do a Sheffield United. You never know. You never know what's going to happen at the bottom of the table.
And West Brom have bought in our friend Branislav Ivanovic from Zenit, haven't they, Theo?
I did an interview with him last year at Zenit, and that was interesting. I think he'll be a very good, experienced signing. He knows the Premier League, and they need a bit of that, don't they?
They do. But you know what? Overall, they've not done enough. D.
They should have done much better in that striker position. They could have got anyone, and they went for Callum Robinson. Is that Premier League quality? Is that going to keep them up? I'm not too sure. That's what stops me away from a B+ or an A-, but I'm giving them a B. And I think it's quite generous.
West Ham United and Thomas Souček, a loan signing made permanent. That's it really, isn't it, Theo?
Yeah, you could say a lot about the West Ham owners. It's probably part of the reason they've only signed one player. Is it enough to actually keep them in the league? I didn't think I'd be saying that, but maybe with the stuff that's going on behind the scenes, they could potentially go down.
I worry for them, and I give them a D.
A D. Well, you have to agree. I have to agree, Dad. They haven't done much business. It's going to have to be a D, and I really hope the best for West Ham. I really hope. You know, obviously the Dean Garner sale was stupid for 12 million to a rival club in the sense that they're trying to stay up in the league as well. I didn't get that. The ball was in their court. They didn't need to do that. And Mark Noble going public about it was really good, because I hope things get sorted out. Come on, West Ham fans.
And Wolverhampton Wanderers, out goes Costa, out goes Doherty, and in comes Silva, a kid for 36 million.
40 million on transfer market. He's literally 18. I don't get that. Maybe potentially FC Porto are having financial problems because of COVID and stuff like that. The one I don't get about Wolves was getting rid of Doherty to Tottenham. I mean, they finished very close to them in the Premier League. They are competing for Europa League and maybe Champions League now for Tottenham, but I don't get it. For 16 million, why would they let him go?
I don't know, but you know what, Fabio Silva, you might prove us wrong, but based upon what I know today, D.
It's a weird one. Marcel for 2 million was a good signing though, and he'll fit in nicely in their defence, but overall, yeah, I'm giving them a C. Right, that's it, guys. We've done every single Premier League club, grading them on their transfer window. If you support a Prem club, let me know in the comments, what would you grade your transfer window? Do you agree with us? Are we being stupid? We could be. We're just a couple lads that like their football from England, eh?
Absolutely, and I tell you what, I'd like 13,000 likes.
Come on, TDL, we could do that. And if you haven't subscribed and you're watching this video, you're at the end of the video. You might as well sub with notifications on, because I am going to be doing giveaways over the next few videos, but only for the first few thousand. So get notifications on so you never miss that.
And guys, why don't you get over to Instagram at thogdad, at thogden. Follow us and we might just follow you back.
Same with Twitter. Get it done tonight. And yeah, that's all we've got to say. We're going to enjoy the weather out in Burnley. Thank you very much, and see you all later. Bye, guys.